New Hampshire has a proud history as one of the nation's most progressive states in supporting a woman's right to make her own health care decisions and ultimately to take charge of her life and achieve her dreams. Last month, a vote in the U.S. Senate to defund Planned Parenthood was unsuccessful, but only by a few votes. Not long after, Executive Councilor Chris Sununu jeopardized New Hampshire women's access to health care by spearheading an Executive Council vote to deny contracts to Planned Parenthood of Northern New England health centers here in New Hampshire. And now, the U.S. House of Representatives just voted the end of last week to defund Planned Parenthood health centers, with some Republicans in both the U.S. Senate and the House threatening to shut down the government if they don't get their way. Their actions are part of a broader agenda by an extreme group of politicians to restrict women's access to health care and ultimately to compromise women's equality, all for their personal political gain. It's no wonder that solid majorities of the public disapprove of the job that Congress is doing, and that 66% of New Hampshire voters support continued funding for Planned Parenthood health centers. The bills that Republicans in Congress are pushing forward are a callous attempt to insert politics into women's health. We're grateful that we have champions like Senator Shaheen and President Obama who will stop them from becoming law. Planned Parenthood care helps thousands of New Hampshire women pursue healthy lives and build the future they want, regardless of their backgrounds, their income, their faith, or their political affiliations. For 50 years, thousands of Granite Staters have chosen Planned Parenthood of Northern New England as their health care provider. Planned Parenthood health centers, like the one you're in today, delivers health care, like birth control, family planning counseling, cancer screenings, STI screenings and treatment, and much more, to more than 12,000 New Hampshire residents each year, helping to meet the need for affordable health care across the state. These women and men don't come to Planned Parenthood to make a political statement. They come for compassionate, non-judgmental, confidential care from a provider they trust. Because of the recent Executive Council actions, we now have less resources to take care of these New Hampshire patients. And because of tight budgets, this health center is currently only seeing patients 3 days a week, on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. The impact of these votes goes beyond our state borders. The Congressional Budget Office has estimated that 630,000 women could lose health care if some congressional Republicans get their way and defund Planned Parenthood. Here in New Hampshire, Planned Parenthood will continue fighting every day to keep our doors open to everyone who needs high-quality, compassionate reproductive health care. Planned Parenthood stands firmly with our patients, and the United States Congress should too.